Welcome to this week's episode of Your Stock Request for the 19th of October. Hi, I'm Michael Gable, Managing Director at Fairmont Equities. Your Stock Request is the weekly video where I take your requests and analyse the share price charts. So this week we have Aristocrat, Alarin Resources, Iluka, Terracom and NextDC. So if you have a request, please send it through. Make sure you've signed up to the free newsletter, but our best stock tips come out on Tuesday in the Dynamic Investor Report, so make sure you are getting that report. But if you do enjoy these videos, we'd love you to share them on social media or even leave us a review. Our main business is in portfolio management, so if you'd like my help in the management of your portfolio, then please let me know. And all the advice here is general only. So we've got the daily chart here of Aristocrat. We could see since the start of the year, trending higher, got to a point where there was some obvious resistance at $40, managed to break above that, and then consolidated on top of that, which at the time was a good sign. And then we had this sort of breakout here in September, but as we could see, that breakout failed, didn't follow through, it just failed straight away. So it was at risk of potentially falling, and in the last couple of weeks we can now see that's happening. So it's now broken that old support level. Volumes are kicking up on the way down, so it does look like this is at risk of falling further. Okay, AL8. So obviously not very liquid. So this is the daily chart, but a lot of volume coming in on the way up now, which is a positive. So that's good to see. I mean, if we switch to a weekly chart, you can see it's a bit clearer. There's a bit of a base there, and it looks like it's sort of breaking out of that base. So it looks like it should head higher. I guess the target you'd have would be potentially sort of up here near that, just around 2 cents, where we've got all these crossover points. That would be a potential target from here. Okay, Iluka. Well, starting off with the weekly chart, we could see the RSI banging around in oversold territory. We've moved to the daily chart. Obviously with this decline, again, we've got sort of oversold here on the daily, but it's trended higher as the price trended lower, so that's bullish divergence, which is a good sign that it may bounce from here. Quite a bit of volume. We might be seeing some accumulation. If it doesn't sort of bounce from here, we might just be seeing the start of a base. So I guess initial signs that we've potentially seen the lows, and you'd be looking for, as I said, either a breakout to buy or at least a bit of a base and then a potential breakout. Okay, Terracom. So this one's sort of fallen back, obviously back to these levels, seems to be building a base. We've got essentially sideways movement here. Bit of bullish divergence on this one as well. So the RSI bottomed out in June and has been trending higher, even though the price actually did go slightly lower here. And what's interesting is it opened at its lows for the year on this particular day, only to rally higher and close on its highs on good volume. So that's a sign that we could see some short-term upside now in TER, and then I think for the next buy signal you need to see it break through this sort of 55-cent region. If it can do that, then that means it has formed a base and it will be starting a new uptrend. Okay, finally NextDC. So it looks like here there was a potential sort of upside break, a bit of a consolidation, but again that sort of failed and it's been struggling since then. I've noticed it seems to be respecting this uptrend line pretty well, and that's where it's recently bounced. But just this price action here does look like there's a bit of risk to the downside there. And obviously if it does break that line, that's your sell signal. Okay, well that's all for this week. If you have a request, send it through and I'll try to look at it next time.